Hi everybody, Jill here. Welcome to my channel. This is part one of a series that is near and dear to my heart because I am an esthetician and I do have a passion for skincare. This channel is all about supporting our aging journey in all the ways, whether it's mental health, helping us look and feel our best. If we have forgotten about ourselves along the way, I hope to encourage you to do those little rituals and self-care like makeup and taking really good care of yourself and your skin and all of that. So yes, this is going to be all about how we can support our aging skin as it goes along its aging journey. So I approach skincare very conservatively, and I did when I was practicing as a facialist, as an esthetician as well. Anything that I offered in treatment room, whether it was the facial itself, the products I use in it, the products I recommend for my clients to use at home, and my modalities that I offered in treatment room. Our conservative skincare care, I guess you could say. I don't believe personally in assaulting the skin with a treatment that is going to give you, yes, perhaps fast, quick results, but then you have to backpedal and really care for the skin because it has been assaulted to give the results that you're seeking. I don't have anything against that kind of treatment. If my client came in or if someone came in for their consult and that was the kind of treatments they were looking for, I would send them to more of a medical spa. My way that I treat the skin is slow and steady wins the race. Being consistent in both in treatment room and at home treatments are the key to success. Feeding the skin nutrition and supporting it with, yes, certain actives and whatnot to sort of get that client the results that they are wanting. But we have to be on the same wavelength in our philosophies. And that is, over time, you're supporting your skin with really great products that feed the skin nutrients that it needs. As we age, we get depleted. Our collagen and our elastin and even those beautiful natural oils and all of that wonderful stuff. The oxygen, actually, that comes to the surface of our skin and all of the things, they start to diminish as we age. So I do believe in helping the skin out. It's not like you have to sit back and just let it all happen. I want to help the skin like it's helped me all of these years and protected me and all of that. So yes, I believe in assisting it along the aging journey. So that's what this series is all about. I have been sent skincare. I have rejected getting sent certain skincare because it's just not something I want to try. But the stuff that I have allowed to be sent with me has been stuff that on the surface looks really nice. And that is just by looking at the ingredient deck and the formula, and if it's something that I think will support aging skin and my skin. So those are the things that I've kept, and then I use them for several weeks. You can't have an initial sort of like out of the box, fast, quick recommendation when it comes to skincare because that's virtually impossible. It all starts with, what does the skincare have in it? That's the main thing. And how is it formulated? It looks nice. I love what's in this. And then it's just a matter of using it for several weeks. So I have to join with companies that are okay with that. Like, if you send me something, don't be badgering me to quickly put a video out because I'm going to be using it for a while. I want to see how my skin reacts to it and how I'm feeling with it. Those are the brands and the companies that, when they're perfectly fine with that, then if I really love it, that's when I'm going to share it with you. And that's what we're doing today with this first step. Is we're going to start this series off with an at-home piece of equipment that I am loving, that I fully support and recommend for at-home treatments. As an esthetician, and I will say that here in a bit too, coming up as we proceed with this one, I have been on the fence with a lot of at-home treatment sort of equipment that can be used at home. And I'm going to explain that in a little more detail here in a second. This one, however, I am totally okay with. This particular modality, which happens to be radio frequency, has been clinically tested to really support aging skin. We're going to talk about why, we're going to talk about how, and I'm going to go through the treatment with you so you can get to know this piece of equipment, what it's doing, what it does. And so that's what this one's all about. I was sent this piece of equipment quite a while back. And I'm glad that the company is not hounding me, because the reason why they haven't seen anything put out yet is because I've been using it. So I want to thank them for their patience. And with that said, I want to go ahead and start our first part in the skincare series for aging skin. So we're going to start this series out with an at-home skincare device. As an esthetician, I can tell you that I don't feel comfortable with a lot of different kinds of at-home skin devices when it comes to recommending to my clients, back when I had my skincare practice. And there's a couple reasons for that. One is this going to really do something that validates that initial investment? And if my truly honest feeling is that I don't really think so, then I can't, in all good faith, recommend that to my clients, or myself for that matter. Or is there a lot of room for error here, or even just a little bit of harm to my client's skin? If that answer is yes, then I certainly don't feel comfortable in recommending that particular device for them to use at home. There are certain modalities that I am 100% I'm okay and actually really recommend you use that modality at home, because the benefits are amazing and really truly a wonderful piece to supporting your aging skin. And one of those modalities that I feel, for those of you that are looking to really support your aging skin along its journey, would be radio frequency. I think RF is a really safe, wonderful sort of modality to add to your at-home skincare routine. So I have been using this for a while. This is the Niwa Plus, and what that means is it is cordless. That's what the plus means. And you charge it, and then after it's charged, you disconnect it, and you no longer have to use this until it needs to be charged again. And I have found that the charge stays for a pretty dang good long amount of time. So this is great for traveling and all of that. Comes with a pouch that will fit in, this fits in, and it's just a great storage system for it. It also will come with this, which is a gel that needs to be used with the radio frequency, because radio frequency needs a water-based sort of gel-like product for it to bounce through and safely get into your skin. And it's just like, say, to get an ultrasound, you need to have a gel for it to actually work. It's the same thing with this radio frequency. So this you can reorder as you need it. I love that you get a really nice amount, because I don't go really light with this when I use this on my skin. So this is what comes with your purchase. So I chose the lavender because I thought it was pretty, but there is like a pink and a white, I believe, in the Niwa Plus. It may even be pronounced Nuwa. Nuwa. I don't know. So what is radio frequency, and what are they claiming this is going to do? First of all, radio frequency has definitely been clinically tested to improve collagen and elastin in your skin. It has been clinically tested. It is actually a modality that does support aging skin in that way. So how in the world does it do that? Upon contact over that gel, radio frequency starts emitting a very gentle heat. It is that heat that excites the cells, and that in itself is what stimulates collagen and elastin production in the skin. The other thing the gentle heat does is it allows the RF, the radio frequency, to go down deeper into the skin, past the epidermis, and down into the dermis layer of the skin. That is where all of that activity is. That's where elastin and collagen is produced, and that's where we need to go. And that's what the gentle heat does is it really allows this modality, radio frequency, to get down into that dermal layer. Just a quick review: radio frequency, gentle heat. Gentle heat allows the radio frequencies to get down into the dermal layer of the skin, the dermis, where we have all of that lovely activity that we need to stimulate. That gentle heat gets into the cells, stimulates that heat, stimulates the cells, and stimulates those two proteins, which is collagen and elastin. Yay, that's what we need. So clinical studies have shown, this is really important, that percentage that I'm going to tell you right now may seem low, but it is not. If you use this regularly for 12 weeks, because this is where the studies really focused on, a 12-week regular use, and I'll tell you what that means, of this device will increase collagen production by no less than 3.8%. Sometimes it's more, but no less than 3.8%. That may seem like a kind of a low percentage, but that actually is equal to 4 years loss of collagen. So yeah, that's almost 4 years of natural collagen loss. So this is, by every definition, supporting my aging skin. Absolutely. It's definitely not harming it. It's supporting it. And that's really my whole philosophy behind my aging journey, really, is slow and steady wins the race. I like using modalities, skincare, and all of that that supports my aging skin. I'm not looking for overnight success. I'm not looking to damage my skin or really assault my skin to get results and then backpedal and try to get my skin healthy because I got quick results. So the study that they did is they chose women between the ages of 37 and 65, and they asked them to use this 3 times a week for the first month and then twice a week for the remaining 8 weeks. And that's what they did. So that's what I recommend because it seems to be a great approach. We're kind of loading the skin, getting it, primed and introducing this modality to it that first 4 weeks in that first month, and then for maintenance, continue to do it for twice a week. And you can even further that in and just do it once a week unless you feel like, my skin's not looking as glowy as it was or as healthy as it was. You can bump it up back to the 2 times a week. So that's what I do, and that's what I recommend. So we take off this lid, and here are the electrodes. So before I turn this on, this is what you're gonna do, is I put 2, sorry, I have a little bit of a tremor. I put 2 good size rows of the Lift gel. I like to start in the upper, and then I like going down to the lower part. So don't turn it on yet, but you're gonna spread this in the area, and you want a good amount in the area that you're gonna be working. So for me, it's gonna be right there. Then you're gonna turn this, there's a 0, a 1, and a 2. You're gonna go to 2, and you're gonna see this, and it's gonna be blue. You're gonna tap this once, and then it's gonna blink. And now you're gonna do slow circular movements over that gel. So it's going to turn green eventually when your skin has reached that prime temperature. And then when it wants you to move along, it's going to just really gently vibrate. So I'll show you what we'll do after that. You're just going to do everything over again. It really is, it feels really nice. You're going to move it along though. You don't want to stay in one area. It is going to definitely feel warm, but it shouldn't burn by any means. It's approximately, I think it's about a 4-minute treatment per area. So again, I just kind of work my upper face here. A little below my cheekbone. 4 minutes gives you plenty of time. See how my skin is nice and pink? That's good. That's a good thing. Get right here in my marionette lines. Just got to make sure it's a really, if you have to stop and add more gel, definitely do that. So that was what we were looking for. So we did that. I'm going to shut this off now. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is add more gel. I'm going to add 2 more rows. Sorry. I'm going to add 2 more rows. I'm going to switch this back from 0 to 2. We got the blue. I'm going to press it once. That blue is going to sort of go in circles. And now I'm going to take this under. You're going to apply this first and then you're going to turn it on. I didn't do that. So, yes, I am definitely going to go under my jawline here. Definitely avoid your thyroid at all costs. Anytime you do any kind of modality, don't ever go over your thyroid. You can bring it down in here and you can even go here, but for me it's easy to tell because my thyroid has got a nodule on it that's pretty big, so it's kind of swollen right there, but definitely avoid that. I'm just going to kind of do half of that. I'll do the other half when I get to the other side. I like this machine too in that it really kind of just fits naturally into your hand and it feels good. You know, you're going to be doing this for a while. So 4 minutes per area. So it has to be comfortable, and I find it to be comfortable because I'm starting to get arthritis in my fingers. God. And then you know what I do? Because I'm a big believer in visualization, I think it's very powerful, is when I'm doing this, I actually, when I'm not recording, I close my eyes and I visualize my cells getting stimulated and then building this layer of elastin and collagen. I picture my skin buoyant and youthful. I know it sounds crazy, but I think visualization is very, very powerful. I don't think we even have a clue what we're doing when it comes to the powers of the brain. So that's what I do. And it's relaxing. You don't have to press hard, by the way. Don't press hard. You're just gliding it over the skin. Just gliding it over the skin. So now I'm going to do the same thing, 2 sections, and I'm going to do this side of my face, and then I'm going to do here, this part of my lip, down in here, and here. So I'll meet you back here when I'm done with that. Another thing I want to mention about this device, which is really important, that this device itself, not just the modality, but this actual device has been FDA cleared for safe at-home use. And I think that's really important because a device might say that it's been FDA cleared, but it may be talking about the actual modality and not the actual device. So I think that's really important. If you have broken capillaries, so I have broken capillaries here, and I have it here on the side of my nose. I haven't been even applying any heat to those areas. I'll run it over this, but I definitely don't want this area to get too hot because that, unfortunately, is a trigger to those broken capillaries, and I definitely don't want to get more of them. So avoid this device that is producing that heat. Avoid those areas on your skin that you have broken capillaries. So if you have rosacea, this would not be a good treatment for you. Okay, as for doing the forehead, that would depend upon how you feel doing that. You don't have the fat under the skin, so it can feel really uncomfortable. Just about any modality can feel uncomfortable on the forehead. You can try it and see how it feels but any kind of modality used on the forehead can trigger a headache. So if you're prone to that, I would skip it. I'm going to skip it. I don't like the feel of doing stuff on my forehead. So as much as I do have those deep wrinkles and I could use with some collagen production there and support that in its aging journey, it doesn't feel good. Any modality that I use there, except for LED light therapy. So I would rather utilize that to help support my aging journey here than, radio frequency or other modalities on my forehead. So I'm going to actually skip that. So to finish your treatment, you're going to take your towel that's dry and you're just going to wipe off the excess gel. Okay, you never want to use alcohol on this device. Just a clean, dry cloth really is all you need. So now it is ready to do its next treatment. I now will use warm water to take off the gel off of my face, so I'm going to go do that now. But before I do, I wanted to share with you guys, I love these facial cloths. This is the softest of microfiber. It is so soft, and I have such sensitive skin. I don't like using terry cloth to wash my face or anything. I get white because they're easy to keep clean. I don't use bleach on them because I just don't want that to stay in there and then possibly go on my skin. But I don't know, they're just really easy to keep clean, and I get them from Amazon. So you'll find the link to these down below, and I have quite a lot of them now because I use 2 of these every night. I do a double cleanse whether I wear makeup or not because I always wear sunscreen, and I want to emulsify that sunscreen off my face with my first oil cleanse, and then my second cleanse is going to be usually a water base, or I'll just go over with whatever I used in that first cleanse. But I like to use a clean cloth, a clean towel on that second cleanse. So I go through a lot of these pretty quickly. So when I was able, I would just buy another pack of these, and so now I have quite a few of these, but I highly recommend them. They are so soft, and I recommend that with any skin type. So okay, I got my lukewarm towel. It's not definitely not super warm. All right, so that concludes my treatment. You can do this up to 5 times a week for the first month if you want. It won't hurt your skin. It won't be too much. But usually, the timeline and how busy we are, if you can fit in 3 times a week the first month, that is great. I think you will speed along that sort of the benefits and load the skin and really get it primed and ready to really do what it's supposed to do with this radio frequency treatment. Shoot for the 3 times a week, but you can do it 4 to 5 times a week as well that first month. And then maintenance, really what they recommend is 2 times a week with a couple days in between, and you can just kind of push that into your rotation of just your regular stuff that you do to support your aging skin. Okay, so this will end our part 1. Part 2 is going to be me showing you some of the skincare that I've been using and trying out for several weeks now. I've got us a really nice coupon code discount to use, and it is 15% off. So you probably have seen that come on throughout this video here. Definitely utilize that because I want you to take advantage of that discount, as well as it will track how many people I've sent to them, which helps me out so much. So whether or not you can afford to invest in this piece of equipment, I hope that you found this interesting and maybe you went away with a little bit of some knowledge that maybe you didn't have before. Plus, I just enjoy that you hung out with me for a little bit today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you very soon in the next one.